access to financial safety nets. You'd think that wouldn't be a privilege, right?
Yeah.
But here we are in the 21st century still talking about it.
Yeah.
Today, we're diving into the world of insurance.
Okay.
Insurance, something that's been around, what, for centuries? You'd think it'd be as common as, I don't know, having a bank account these days.
Yeah, you think so.
But as it turns out, traditional insurance, it's really only managed to reach a small portion of the global population.
Yeah, it's a head scratcher. It
Yeah.
really makes you wonder why, after all this time.
It's a fascinating paradox, and that's exactly what we're digging into today, right? We're learning about B4E Insurtech. They're a company, and they're really trying to change, to reshape how we think about insurance, especially for those who haven't really been included in that world, those underserved communities.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about time someone shook things up a bit, don't you think?
Big time. So, what's the root of this problem? How has insurance been around for so long and still only reached a fraction of the population?
Well, to really understand B4E, you got to look back. Insurance, historically, it's always kind of been built on these models that are inherently, exclusive. They shut people out more than they let them in. You've got these policies, right? They're complex, hard to understand. Then you got the premiums, expensive. And the whole system's designed for people who already have assets. It's like they're insuring the already insured.
So you're telling me it's not just a gap in the market, it's like a systemic issue.
You got it. And that's where B4E comes in, you see.
Yeah.
Their whole thing is built on the idea that insurance, it's a necessity, not some luxury, especially now with how uncertain, unpredictable, the world is.
Especially for our listeners, right? Learners always looking to level up their knowledge and adapt to whatever life throws at them. This stuff is essential. And I came across this quote while prepping for today. It really stuck with me. It said, "How is an industry that's been around for over 4 centuries still only managed to serve a small fraction of the global population and businesses?" And that seems to be at the heart of what B4E is tackling, right?
Absolutely. They're not shying away from the big questions. And you can see it in their mission statement. To deliver simple, inclusive insurance solutions that are accessible to all, especially the underserved, underinsured, and the uninsured communities globally.
Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. Simple, inclusive, accessible, those are big words. What do they actually mean in this context? What does that look like for someone who's, never had access to insurance before?
Right. So when they say simple, picture this. Policies that are actually easy to understand, No more legal jargon that requires a law degree to decipher. Inclusive, what that means is they're creating products with specific demographics in mind. Think gig workers, micro-entrepreneurs, the people traditional insurance models left behind.
So we're doing away with the old dusty textbooks and replacing them with what? Plain language everyone can understand.
Exactly. And for accessible, that's where technology comes in.
Right. How does that work? What does that look like?
Think of it like this. B4E, they're creating a, as they call it, purposeful digital ecosystem. Imagine a farmer, right, somewhere in rural India. With just their phone, they can buy crop insurance against, crazy weather. They pay their small premium using mobile money right there on their phone. That's what accessible means for B4E.
Wow, that's really incredible. Instead of being shut out by paperwork and insane costs, someone can access financial protection right from their phone. That's a game changer.
It really is. And it gets even more impressive. They're using AI, artificial intelligence, to do risk assessments on the fly. So they can offer these personalized micro-insurance policies, making it affordable, making it possible for low-income communities to actually get the coverage they need. It's a world away from how we're used to thinking about insurance.
Yeah, the affordability factor is huge. That's always been a barrier for so many people with traditional insurance models. It makes you wonder, what kind of impact could this have if it really takes off? If everyone can access insurance, what changes?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
Could this be the disruption the insurance industry desperately needs? Think about it. If we can actually make insurance accessible to everyone, could that unlock opportunities we can't even imagine right now? Drive economic growth, create greater stability around the world. It's pretty exciting to think about.
It really is, and it's definitely making me rethink how we view financial security. B4E's vision, making financial protection a reality for everyone, that's something I can get behind.
Absolutely. I mean, it challenges us, right, to question who we think deserves security, who should have access to these things. And it shows us how powerful technology can be when it's used to make the world a little more equitable.
It's exciting stuff. And if you're listening and you're as intrigued by all of this as we are, don't stop here. Do your own deep dive. Learn more about B4E Insurtech. Check out the future they're building, because when financial protection is a right, not a privilege, the possibilities are limitless.
Couldn't agree more.
And on that note, that's our deep dive for today. Catch you on the next one.